Ciao everybody, and welcome back to Evil GM Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus livestream. I went to watch, the hell, this way. I went to watch, what? Oh yeah, Pacific Rim! How do I forget so easily? Yeah, I went to watch Pacific Rim 2, The Uprising, just yesterday, and oh boy, it's it was it was weird. I mean, usually I'm kind of a person who hold on, where's my chat? There's my chat. Welcome to the stream, Mantis Lab. Yeah, I'm kind of the person who doesn't usually go to, I mean, doesn't want to watch, LGs. Yeah, who doesn't want to watch, spoilers from the trailers? I mean, at least if it's a DC or Marvel movie, or it's a kind of Harry Potter or, you know, a Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Kind of like any movie that basically I could have any sorts of expectations. And well, time to time I accidentally watch something like Pacific Rim, but doesn't matter. It's it didn't have like that much of a spoiler. At least I think so. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, it didn't have that much spoilers at all. But I am, what I do remember about Pacific Rim 1 was that, well, first there's the name Guillermo del Toro, you know, a great name in my books, a great name when it comes to horror or fantasy or whatnot. Yeah, it's a great name. It's a great great guy, and well, hold on. Upstairs. Okay. Yeah. The guy is super, and I do wish that someday they'll actually manage to make the, what was it? Mountain of Madness? Yeah, the movie about the Cthulhu mythology that he's been dreaming about ever since he can remember. But I don't know. It's still on to-do list, I think, in his case. But we'll see. We'll see. Something might happen, and with good luck, we might even get something bigger than life. With good luck, like I said. Pacific Rim 2 wasn't like any kind of stuff that I remember Pacific 1 be, because like I started my analysis, I usually don't go for trailers to spoil me of stuff. Instead, you know, I tend to watch things without any sort of expectations. And in this case, when I saw the trailer for Pacific Rim, why does it feel bad when I say the word Rim? Okay. Anyways, when I saw Pacific Rim 1 trailer, I was like, okay, cool. It's giant robots, looks cool, sure. And you know, some people went totally crazy for it because Guillermo del Toro, and also because of, well, giant robots, giant monsters. Where do you see those usually? Well, Power Rangers, for example. Or you also see giant robots where? Transformers. The problem is that the name behind Transformers is who else but our very own Michael Bay. And you know, when Michael Bay does things, oh boy, you don't want to be part of that thing. I suppose that Shia LaBeouf, well, he made a living, but does he regret? I don't know. You gotta get your fame somehow, right? Well, I hope Shia LaBeouf nowadays handles the fame or infamy better than he handled like some time ago. But yet still, I congratulate, and also I'm sorry for what you have had to suffer through, Shia. We all feel like that. Just do it. And also, oh, son of a... Okay, I also think that... okay, back to Pacific Rim. You see... what? How did I... Oh, fuck. Did I really... Oh, I went to the different... Son of a gun! Okay, do it again. I rule. How did I make such a mistake? Fuck. That was such a good run. Anyways, yeah, when I watched Pacific Rim for the first time, number one that is, it had this dark feeling, very melancholic feeling. It's like hopelessness. You feel like there's no hope for mankind, and we're gonna cancel the apocalypse, and that's a freaking great phrase. We're gonna cancel the apocalypse. I'm not sure if that would have worked with X-Men Apocalypse itself, but you know, every movie has to get one phrase or so. Well. Oh, basically, I think the whole Apocalypse movie could have needed more giant robots. Not that Magneto would have done anything with those, huh? Am I right? I also think that, well, it was kind of awesome because it was one of these, the feeling that you have when you watch something for the first time and they're like, oh yeah. But and sequels always have such a big, expectations. And the only person who can actually manage to score the hell out of sequels is James Cameron. The master of sequels, James Cameron. Talking about Aliens 2 and... I mean, Aliens. Aliens, that's how you actually call it. And Terminator 2 and what else? Well, he's the master of sequels. Said and done. No, I'm not just suggesting that he's gonna make a Titanic 2, because that would be... Oh, they actually did. But James Cameron didn't do it. Well, fine. I don't understand how the hell can you even make a sequel of Titanic. It's a really weird thought. But anyhow, yeah, we all got this certain feeling about Pacific Rim 1, right? It was dark, it was epic. You constantly felt like there's a big threat, and everything is super serious. But the problem with the son of a gun, face the right direction, will you? The problem with Pacific Rim 2, Uprising, was that I couldn't take it seriously. No, I just couldn't. They unlike the other movie that took itself completely serious, and there were a bunch of they didn't throw any jokes in the first one. Second one, you could definitely see puns over here and now, and I guess it gave it more kind of like feeling of a Transformers. I would say that Pacific Rim 2 Uprising, that is, had the feeling of Transformers / Power Rangers, and while usually when stories have some sort of a I would say a bridge of characters. You know, you have characters that start from the beginning of the story, and you have to build up the character and so on, and to have a movie that actually works in that way, you need to develop the character first, at least until the end of the movie. At that point, we already see that, okay, this character started like this, but now he or she has learned something from it, or changed or whatnot. You actually feel like it's not static, and there's a point to the whole movie, because otherwise you would just feel that it's all in vain. But it doesn't have to be the main character. For example, Dredd. It's a Judge Dredd movie where Judge Dredd is basically the main character, but it doesn't. The character doesn't evolve. It doesn't need to evolve, because we already know who Judge Dredd is, and instead the evolvement. There we go. The evolution of a character comes instead from the side character. The lady who's a trainee whose name I cannot remember, but who's, you know, upcoming judge. I can say that the good points of Dredd itself was that Dredd never took off his mask. That's the Dredd's biggest thing when it comes to Dredd. But the character evolving came from extension cord. Came from the side character instead, which works fine, because we get to see the story and how the character evolves, even though it's not the main character, and I love it. I'm not sure how some people. I mean, some people do disagree whole lot that it's that they didn't like Dredd that much. Dredd itself, in my point of view, was an awesome movie, a great success. But I guess the people who are behind production, also known as producers, disagree on that one, because, you know, if you gotta make millions, you gotta make gazillions instead. It did make profit, but not as much as they would hope so. And so, you know, I don't think Dredd ever had that whatchamacallit? Ah, son of a gun. Didn't have that what you actually need to make a sequel. I wouldn't worry if they would actually make a sequel from there. Maybe they're making a sequel for Netflix. I don't know. Maybe they're already making it. Did I hear that somebody's making it? I'll check it later. You can check it later, or somebody in the chat can check it for me. So anyways, I don't mind the range down. Not with this knife. Oh yeah. The characters in Pacific Rim Uprising didn't have that much of evolution, because basically most of them are just nobodies, and by the end of the movie you still consider them nobody because nobody that's memorable as you would hope them to be. But well, basically they had two main characters. One who's a ex-pilot of a Jaeger, and the other one is a girl who can build Jaegers from scrap better than any professional in the whole in the whole movie. Can you imagine that? I mean, if movie has some sort of illogical stuff to remember, like you have to remember. There's so many things in movies that you can call movie logics. You watch like Star Wars. You have 8 episodes of Star Wars, and you already built some sort of world around them, and the myth and the lore, and you kind of get some sort of feeling how things work in the Star Wars universe. But you know, you do something illogical in that, it's gonna bother people. Son of a... But instead, if you make mistakes in movies that don't have the lore yet, it doesn't bother that much. Because, you know, we already had like Pacific Rim. We only had like one part of Pacific Rim. And the logic in Pacific Rim, nobody has made any logic in Pacific Rim just yet. We know that they come from another dimension, and we're constantly afraid that they're gonna conquer our world. Where do they come from? And by the end of a first movie, we already know that, okay, they come from another dimension, and they're gonna take everything we own and turn this world into their world and stuff like that. But that's all you basically know, and that's basically all you can care about in the whole movie. And now I'm talking like Jeff Goldblum, which doesn't bother me at all, because Jeff Goldblum has been in so many... Okay, I'm gonna stop. He's been in so many such okay movies. Like Thor Ragnarok. Son of a gun. I don't think... Fuck. Well, the feeling that I got from the Pacific Rim Uprising was so different from what I got from the Pacific Rim 2. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the stream, talking about Pacific Rim here. You get the feeling that you get a different feeling compared to 1. Like I said, number 1 was like all serious and action and hyper epic and so on. The second part of the movie, Uprising, you get to see as much son of a gun, so much action as in the first part. The graphics are also about as good, but the problem is that cinematography, you don't have the same kind of feeling that you get in the second one. Maybe it's because the amount of puns you hear in the movie. Maybe it's because people throw jokes. They don't get all those things so seriously, and I don't know. It just doesn't have the same feeling as the first one. Oh, good reason is because well, Guillermo didn't direct this one. He did produce it, of course, and because it's his love baby. But well, basically, I think maybe his love baby is more like Hellboy, or Pan's Labyrinth, but you know what I'm talking about. So he gives the money to people make this movie, and I'm not saying that the guy who directs this one did a bad job. It was entertaining enough so that you could you have basically enough energy to watch the whole thing, but do you actually have interest to see it second time? I don't think so. Unless you're a huge super fan of the whole Pacific son of a huge fan of the whole Pacific Rim thingy. Now, do you? Well, what was my main problem with the whole thing? Well, basically, I didn't have that many problems. It just felt kind of wrong. I think I watch it. I didn't have this feeling. I would go Yahoo! It's Pacific Rim. I just watch it, and then people were fighting there, and it sort of created a feeling that why are you doing what you are doing? I mean, I can understand if some features of the super robots are limited, because you only have a certain amount of energy to use, and they actually talk about it quite well in the second one, that you don't have all the amounts of fuel or the oil or gas to do the things that people would love to do in that movie, but at least they explain it why. But the problem is more like I said, it doesn't feel right. You kind of get the expectation that you're expecting to see Pacific Rim, and the outcome is something else than Pacific Rim. You get to see a love baby of the infant of Transformers and Power Rangers. But basically, the first Pacific Rim also had this Power Rangers feeling, if Power Rangers were done the right way. But this one had all, I don't know. The word teenage was painted all over the place, and it just made me cringe like more than just once. Because it's I know it's you have, according to the whole movie, you haven't seen giant monsters in like 10 years. Well, spoiler, but not that much spoilers. Yeah, it's I can understand that people aren't that much of worried that there's gonna be another kaiju attack, because 10 years, you can have a kid in 10 years. You could graduate in 10 years. You can have I don't know, Half-Life 3 in 10 years, or Fallout 5 or 6 in 10 years. But okay, maybe not 6, but you get my point. It's son of a gun. You why do I keep doing that? Oh, at least I got the deal. In we go. Gonna take both. I'm gonna be a stupid. And ooh, at least I got copy. Here we are. Failing for the second time. Yeah, it had teenage painted all over the movie. They had like way too many teenagers doing, the regular teenage stuff, and they're all like, I don't wanna, and basically that's all of the all the dialogue you can hear in the whole movie. I can basically do the whole movie in 5 seconds. It's like, everything's okay. There are no monsters. Oh shit, there are monsters. Let's fight them. I'm a hero too. Yay, we won the monsters. The end. But I don't know. It's feels kind of like the teenagers weren't that annoying. No. But I think the problem is more like where are all the real pilots? You have they say that in the previous movie they said that they need. Hey, Bum, you want to pick that up? Thank you. They said that in a previous Pacific Rim that you actually need certain people to, operate the whole Jaeger thing, because you gotta synchronize. The Jaeger is so big that you cannot operate yourself. Instead, you need two people who match each other, and they need to be in sync. And I could throw a joke about the band NSYNC here, but I'm not gonna, because I don't know enough about NSYNC except Justin Timberlake, and I almost said Bieber here, but anyhow, the main point about this whole fag, about the whole thing, is that it's you technically have this threat of super monsters all the time, and it would be freaking stupid if after 10 years you would at least still have veterans or people who can operate the whole thing, right? Well, they basically have, but how many guys you still have there? One. Why? Where's the other 20 or whatnot? I know you only had like how many super robots there? I remember that every freaking country was like they were all competing. Well, not competing per se, but you could basically see the technology of different countries in oh, don't mind if I do, in all those Jaegers. Like the Russians had really strong but strong and well armored Jaegers, and the Asians had really fast ones, and what does it read there? I cannot read. Oh, the devil. And so on. But instead, the whole Jaeger thing is totally history, a long gone history in the second movie, and nobody's really afraid that, hey, there's gonna be more monsters. Why not? It would make a freaking huge sense that there's at least some sort of people would be somehow worried that there will be a second coming. But I guess there are few companies there who are actually concerned about it. But I'm saying that Empress Devil. I'm saying that they are not. They're not worried enough. They should be worried more, but they are not worried enough. And as a viewer who watches that movie, you can later just be one of those who tells them "told you so," and you will definitely be the one who says "told you so." I did like some of the lore, the movie, how the movie handles the whatchamacallit, the whole life after kaiju. But to have a sequel for the movie that definitely didn't need a sequel, you have to come up with something that makes this giant robot work, so that you get more giant robots and more giant monsters or whatnot. You get to plan. Come on, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. There you go. Good skull. This is how you handle skulls, people. You skull, fuck 'em. Yeah, the whole movie has some sort of a inside logic how the life afterwards works and how they supposedly come prepared to the whole son of a gun, to the whole problem they have in the future with the monsters. And but it still feels wrong, because you can feel the constant threat from the you can still feel the constant threat in the first movie that no matter what you do, they're gonna come and kill you all. But in the second one, you kind of like constantly feel like, okay, you know they're gonna win, and let's get this thing over with, just end the movie already. And you don't want that kind of experience when you go watch movie, right? You want to feel excited. You want to feel that, oh, this is so awesome. This is gonna be the best thing in my life. And oh, son of a... Don't lose my freaking deal. One more. Thank you. Did I? Oh. No. Okay, fine. Next floor. Yeah, you kind of get this feeling that you just want to wait until the movie is over. And then there were moments when you kind of you want to see how they actually solve their whole mystery problem, whatever that is. And when you finally see what is their solution to it, you're like, really? Really? This is your solution for the whole thing? Are you fucking serious? And you know, you kind of like get the facepalm, and well, it basically works, but there are so many things that you get to think that, why didn't you do that in the first place? I don't know, for the sake of story, I guess. And you still go like, well, you should have done it in the first place. Well, so some might explain that if you wouldn't have done it, then the whole movie would have lasted only like, you know, a few minutes. I don't know. But I guess I'm sort of okay that I went to watch it. Not with the full price of a movie ticket, though. I'm just fine with that. I got a sale because I went to buy the tickets beforehand in a cheap, like, a bunch of tens. I was also surprised how I actually haven't used them in... I have 1 month away until they run out of date. Which is weird. I kind of thought that I already went to watch so many movies in 2017, but I guess I didn't. I have no idea what I did on 2017. Apparently not YouTube videos. But anyways, it's not just that the whole game felt... I mean, the whole movie felt wrong. Not the whole movie. I also felt like when you have this one character who's supposed to... who's supposed to, you know, be that super mechanic who can actually solve so many problems by being that super mechanic, who's most likely only, I don't know, how old is she in game? inside the movie. Maybe 13, 14 years old, barely 15. It's I don't know. It's you would kind of expect that. Yeah, she's freaking super MacGyver, and she's like the new Tony Stark of the age. But you kind of also think that where are all the other experts? She cannot be the only one who knows how to handle this. Who knows how to handle these giant robots, right? Because she only learned how to build them from a scrap, and we have like freaking super engineers who have made the super robots for, you know, their whole life. That's why they are called professionals. But I don't know. You also have this. Oh, right. And then also you also want to ask that, where are those people who used to pilot those things? Are they most of them just dead? I mean, they cannot be dead, for crying out loud. They cannot be dead. It would be. Oh, ow, ow! It would be so disappointing if they would be. Ugh. Per throw. Gonna say per throw. And larger, please. Empress, Amnesia. Drop this one. Per throw. Good. Buy something. Nah. Oh, son of a. There goes the deal. I started the joke. Yeah, where they are. I don't think they ever gave the answer to where, you know, where are all the super pilots. But I guess you just have to. You just have to accept what they give you. And I don't know. I'm sort of okay, I guess, with the. Ooh. Well, now Gappe. Hello, Gappe. I'm sort of like semi-okay with the son of a gun, with the answer that you get from the movie, but not quite. And what I'm more disappointed about is that they actually plan to make a sequel for the whole thing, because there has to be a trilogy nowadays. Everything's a freaking trilogy. And you're like, why? I don't know why. Because, and that's why, I guess. So sad. How much I would give for Pacific Rim 2, The Uprising? Well, maybe 7, 8 out of 10. I did feel like when they asked me that, when there was this scene, I wanna know what love is, I thought that it was kind of like semi-funny, but not necessary. Not necessary at all, in my point of view. Well, at least that's how I think it is. Oh, right. I forgot. Amnesia. Silly me. More flies. Well, at least now I I can also have less expectations when, you know, when the third part of the whole Pacific Rim comes. When the third Pacific Rim comes, I won't be. Why is it so small? Yeah, so don't expect to have that much expectations. And if you didn't have expectations all along, congrats. You achieved something that I. Drowsy Empress. Second one. Yeah, just use it already. Oh. There we go. Oh, I should have pair-throwed that one. Stupid me. I started a job. Why? I don't even... Ugh. Crying out loud. Well, like I said, 7 out of 10. And it was beautiful, but it wasn't the Pacific Rim. Oh, what's that? Stumpy? What transformation was that? Adult? I don't know what just happened. But yeah, I kind of like expected. It's not the Pacific Rim that we deserve, and definitely it was not the Pacific Rim we need. Son of a gun. Isaac! Isaac. Okay, downstairs. That's the answer. Go downstairs. This one. Per throw? Half a heart. How the hell can I get? I don't know. Next deal up, perhaps. Yoso. I'm so definitely sure I'm gonna make this whole run work. Come on, pick it up. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, whoever there is. I still cannot see who logs in and comes to my stream, but you're all welcome. I already talked most things about the Pacific Rim already. Well, like I said, the cinematography is fine, it's okay, but it's okay. Oh, but not quite what we expect. But that's if you expect to you know, just hear what oh, there's my items. Okay, now I see it. Worth it. I was expecting for these flies anyways. Hello, welcome to the stream, whoever it just came in. I'm not sure even if the chat actually works. I've been having trouble with all kind of stuff. What is that smoke? Is it because I'm so big and walking around? A boom, boom, boom. Nope. It's just flying around. Right side. They couldn't stop. No. They couldn't... son of a gun. They couldn't stop the... more? Why do I keep getting... Oh, I'm not there. I'm not complaining why. Here we go. There we go. Cannot see what that is, but actually that's good. That's good. Next floor. Pacific Rim, Pacific Rim. Not expecting a third one. 7 out of 10. What else can I say about the whole... Oh, now I understand what's it doing. Second, I'm drowsy. Good, 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 good. More fights. I started the... Okay. Gotta be more careful. Copy doesn't mean you're... You're invincible, you know? Not worth. I started a joke. I really don't dare to even continue this. Oh boy. Tinted rocks? Tinted rocks? Nope. Mom, I don't wanna play. I'm too afraid. Oh, 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 oh. Yes. Thank you. I might even survive this one. You know what? I feel like I should stop it here. And you can see in second second stream when I'm gonna fail this all. So, thanks for listening about my rant. Well, not basically a rant, but review for Pacific Rim Uprising. And please, hit the like, hit the sub, hit the share, hit the bell, and check out the Patreon, Twitter, Facebook page of Evil GM. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.